topic to circle around. Patience is the name of the game, and always allow people to make mistakes. I do without being judgmental. But I also do believe in at the moment when people make mistakes, and there are multiple people and the variations. So people who would admit their mistakes, people who would gonna gaslight you, people who make you of course change the whole events or totally forgot about it. And that those are also subcategories of people that I think that they don't fit in my world. And yeah, I do believe if you want to build a solid network, you have to get rid of those people. I had people in the past that call me needy, but now they can start seeing that people who are constantly busy to improve themselves, no matter how many times they failed, they can see that that kind of people, no matter the failures, the public failures, they live a much more fulfilled life. And now the people who called me needy or a failure in the past trying to reach me. Or when I reached out, there's one idiot, I call him an idiot, and he is also one of those people. He makes mistakes over bigger amounts of time. And there are people who have, let's say lower intelligence levels. They make mistakes very quickly, one after another, because they're in this rhythm. I have multiple examples of this. People who are just forcefully try to get people to do what they want. I'm also, when it's about my videos, I'm trying to be always as discreet as possible. I never mention names, but the people who I talk about, they know exactly what I'm talking about. But one guy, one contact, he could save my ass once with a deal that I could made in the Spanish language. Then he had the excuse that he doesn't know how to speak business. But the thing is, the only thing that he needed to do just say what I'm saying, and that's it. And then that deal would have been made. But instead, and also keep in mind, this person, I think he has 2 children, I don't know, with a Spanish woman, so he doesn't do anything else than speaking Spanish. And that's the thing. The real character is popping out, and this character has multiple things changing the course of past events. Gaslighting, don't know what you're talking about, that kind of talk. But the quality of his life is, according to this person, happiness. But we all know fulfillment comes not from happiness. I don't believe that. Fulfillment comes from, I think, fulfilling a higher purpose, or a person that you're really willing to sacrifice everything for, not only willing to live for it. As some people would say, I need a purpose to die for. Okay, but when you die, things are over. So I would prefer find something to really live for, and only you live for. No external motivation from your spouse or friends, because I think that is a dangerous position. Me, I have a very daily structure. That means 5:15 I'm getting up, planning, do some minimal work. I don't want to call it work, because I'm not going down into the coal mines for 12 hours and probably die from lung cancer. So I won't call it work. After that, between 11 and 1, now I train more than I train, do my disciplines, running and calisthenics. If you can see, you can see a lot of exercises. But also again, when it's about the patience part, exercises. I see people doing exercises, I think, wow, what are you actually training, right? How much thoughts do you put in something what you're doing? And the way you speak, the way you train. You know, some people do very weird exercises, I think, that I think, well, what are you training over there? And with the same amount of time, within the same amount of time, if you would put a little bit more thought in it, you would have way much better results. So for example, there's one guy in the stadium, I never spoke with this guy, but I always look at him, and again, never judgmental, but he is training his abs according to his whatever I can actually extract from what he's doing. But he's swinging his neck, you know. A lot of people who are doing ab crunches, you know, they pull their necks, they train their neck or whatever they do. Everybody knows, and you know the amount. And if you can see how I'm in shape, and I'm not bragging over here. The thing is, I put really thoughts in it, and it took me a long time to get in this mindset. And when it's about putting thoughts in it, when it's about running, I love to do the running. And I used to run with headphones, which I'm also not doing anymore. But then again, it becomes, you know, I would think for other people they would label it as boring. But you know, I made somehow, I think, a little bit of case study of this. Last month I did around 150 kilometers in the stadium, only the rounds, but and the outside ring, there's an outside ring, and I go down and I do the stairs. So I'm always try to improve the return of investment, the investment of time and effort, sweating. So somebody who does on the inside ring or somebody who does on the outside ring, go up and down, and the stairs up and down, has more return on investment. That's what I think. But not only this, when it's about running, there is a point. Let's say it like this: people who do things once per week, and how fast are you growing mentally? See, I'm always focused on the mental part. How fast can I grow from it? And when it's about the exercise, especially endurance like running, you know, is to keep my brain very, 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 very snappy working. You know, I like that I can think, react, also fast, have very engaging conversations with people. So that is my main reason, and the rest is collateral damage. So when it's about the running, once I had a talk with a normal guy, wears a suit, licks ass the whole day, you know, to make a buck. And the thing is, that is all great. I'm not talking down on them, but it comes with a whole set of characteristics. You know, people in